The following is a presentation of Ad Astra Radio. Since 1986, your hometown sports station. The Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. Coverage of Sub-State Week, February 23rd through March 4th on Ad Astra Radio. Find schedules, scores, and streaming audio online at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hutch are proud supporters of high school sports. And of course we are proud to support our community any way we can. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. We hope you have a fun and memorable and most of all, healthy season. Be safe. Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of Lorraine and 30th in Hutch or online 24/7 at allensamuelshutch.com. Come by. Let's be friends.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome Smoky Valley basketball fans. This is the Road to the Championship, HCC Road to the Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. And this is Don Binks along with Darren Abel. We're live at Norton High School, Norton Community High School, where tonight the Vikings will play the Norton Blue Jays. And nice road trip up here, Darren. We didn't have to drive. We got a bumpy ride on the school bus, but made it up safe and sound.
We did. It's been a while since I've ridden an old yellow bus, but actually, it wasn't too bad. And thanks to Christine Dieterding for getting us up here, and looking forward to a good game.
Vikings coming off of a great win at Halstead the other night. Really had 4 players in double figures. They have to be feeling good, but they got a Norton team that's 6-1 in their last 7 games. We got a quality opponent on the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully we can carry over from what we did at Halstead last week. But, like I talked to my son about earlier this week, even though we've, maybe played a little tougher schedule than they have, they've won 13 games, so they're a good team no matter what their schedule was, and we got to show up and be ready to play. They're not going to just, lay down and let us have it here.
No question about that. Their girls have already won. They played here last night and won, so they want to follow suit and win. So it's going to be a big game tonight, and the Vikings are certainly going to have to play well, but I like our chances. We got a diversified team. We got inside game, outside game, and like we said, 4 players in double figures. That has to be a confidence booster for the Vikings.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got several options that we can go to on offense, and hopefully if say Carson's struggling from the outside, Kai can pick him up, or Cade and Gus can dominate on the inside. So we do definitely have lots of options. I think we overall team-wise might have a little more length and height that they've seen across the board. They've got a few guys in their league, teams who might have 1 or 2 tall guys, but we got several guys that are up in the 6'4", 6'5" range, so hopefully that'll give them some problems.
No question about that. We'll take our first time out. When we come back, I had a chance to talk with Coach Snyder a little bit ago on his thoughts on the game tonight. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball on Mix 96.7. Back after these messages from our sponsors.
This is the Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. Hutchinson Community College, a reputation of excellence for more than 90 years. Learn more at hutchcc.edu.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. Call 620-585-2816 or visit ericksoncustombldg.com.
The McPherson News Ledger is your hometown newspaper. From prep sports to local events and interesting people, look to the McPherson News Ledger each week to get the news that matters to you most. Visit McPhersonWeeklyNews.com to subscribe or learn more.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
Farmers, we know that managing costs is critical to your farm operation. Rod here from Rod's Tire and Service of Hillsboro. Since 1999, we've specialized in helping farmers across Kansas get the right tires. Call us to get what you need for all your farm equipment.
Every day is a great day for drug and alcohol prevention. If we help kids develop the skills to never start using vapes and other drugs, they will be more successful at sports, school, arts, and other activities. Youth need to know vapes are addictive, drugs can be dangerous, and quitting is really hard. For ways to talk to your kids about these subjects, check out resources at riseupreno.org. Young people who make good decisions and advocate for themselves now will be able to do even more as adults. Rise up, Reno.
Did Christmas leave your finances tangled in tinsel? Let your home lend you a hand. At First Bank Kansas, we are here to help you.
Here today with senior tennis player
or Hutchinson to experience banking made personal. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mix 96.7.
Back to more Viking pregame. Don Banks along with Coach Doug Snyder. As you get up here to the playoffs, nice first round game against Norton. A little bit long on the road trip today, but all in all, looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, we really are looking forward to tonight. Here's an opportunity for us that we've waited for a really long time. We've worked hard for a long time. You know, some things fell into place for us. We had to win last Tuesday at Halstead to put ourselves in a position to possibly be the 6 and maybe even the 5. And, you know, it didn't work out that way that night. We had to wait for a coin flip the next day. But, you know, it's a good basketball team we face tonight. But at the same time, it's a team that I feel like on paper we're right there with. We've just got to come out ready to compete, ready to get after it. You know, the road trip at this time of the season is one of those necessary evils. At some point, you know you're going to have to go a little ways probably to play unless you get a chance to stay at home. And this is a solid sub-state top to bottom. I think the 8th place team has 10 wins. So, I mean, there's a bunch of good teams in here, and it's time to show what we're made of.
Got to be pleased that you ran that gauntlet and didn't do so well toward the end of the season, but you really stepped up at Halstead.
Yeah, we really did. I mean, there were some up and downs in that game, but I would say there's definitely more ups. 4 guys in double figures. Cade Blanchett had 7 block shots. Carson had 11 assists. We did a lot of really, really good things offensively. I think the area we're still trying to find ourselves a little bit is on the defensive end. We gave up a lot of plays that I think even our guys are frustrated for giving up, but hopefully we've shored some of those things up and we're ready to go. And like I said, that's where you want to be, is you want to be at this point in time of the season, hopefully starting to peak as far as how you're playing, and hopefully that, you know, comes in tonight. We were here 4 years ago with a team that lost a couple of close games coming in, and we kind of hit our stride here at this location. So hopefully the same thing happens to this year's team.
What do you know about this Blue Jay team?
They're a nice squad. They've got some really solid shooters. Their best player, number 4, averages about 15.5 points a game. He can light it up. He's a really good outside shooter. They've got a tall guard, plays guard post, about 6'4". He'll take you inside some, but he also likes to play on the outside, has good handles. And about 9 games ago, they added a guy back into their mix, a 6'5" solid post player. And so they bring a lot of things, matchup issues to the table that we're going to have to be ready to deal with and work with. So we're going to have to really be able to get after them.
They probably haven't seen a 1-3-1 deflect defense like we have, though.
No, we haven't showed that real well lately, so we'll see if we use that a lot tonight. You know, we threw a few wrinkles in this last week in preparation for these guys and to get ready to see them, so you might even see some new things tonight that we haven't run in a little while, but we'll throw everything at them at the kitchen sink when it comes down to it.
And how about a couple of keys to victory?
We got to make sure we hold their best scorers down. So the number 4 kid, Jones, we've got to make sure we know where he is on the court. Number 2, I just feel like defensively we've got to play our best. We've got to really step out there, and guys just have to understand what we have to do. And I tell you, the third biggest thing tonight, again, is we got to be able to put the ball in the hole and score points. And when we do that, these guys are electric. They can do a lot of great things, so we just got to score.
Sounds like a plan, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks.
Doug Snyder of the Vikings, and we'll be back with more pregame right after this.
More of the Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. Next.
here today with senior tennis player Maxwell Beaker, who finished 5th last year at state tennis. What are you most looking forward to this upcoming season, Max?
Our team looks pretty good. We didn't lose any seniors or anybody last year. All 6 of our varsity's back. So I think we have a lot of potential. this year to do a lot of great things.
So I know last year you guys won regionals, and are you guys hoping to do that again and then maybe take another team plaque at state?
Oh yeah, league we got runner-up at, so I'm hoping we can win that one this year. Regionals, yeah, and then state hope to get a plaque. So
awesome. So what area are you working to improve on this season?
Just get my game back from the off season. It's been kind of a struggle getting back, but we've been out hitting every day, getting that extra work in after practice, and all in all, just getting in the work.
Well, best of luck to you, Max, and thank you for your time today.
Shouldn't mean you have to live with less. At IdeaTech, our goal is to bring you a fast, secure network with unlimited data right to the neck of the prairie with the freedom to use it any way you need it. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
Your new home is ready and waiting for you with friends, activities, and peace of mind. Be part of a caring community. Your friends at Sunflower Terrace by Bethany Village in Lindsborg will help you customize an affordable package to fit the lifestyle you desire with the assistance you need.
It's wonderful to be here. A very good place to come to. It's my home.
Get your free guide today at sunflowerterrace.com. Sunflower Terrace by Bethany Village. Experience the art of living.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Norton Community High School. This is the Road to a Championship, sponsored by Next Tech Wireless, and the Vikings and the Norton Blue Jays are on the court, getting ready to get on the court and play a game tonight. But they got a pretty good score in that. I lost his name. Number 4, Jones kid. 15 points a game. He can light it up from the outside.
Yeah, I've been watching him shoot during warm-ups, and he's definitely a shooter. So like Coach Schneider said, we're going to definitely have to know where he's at all times and can't give up any, lose track of him and give up an easy three. And, I think the key tonight is going to be our defense. We're coming into a gym. None of our guys have ever played here, and so it wouldn't surprise me if it takes us a little bit to get our offense going, just because it's a strange environment. But one thing that will help with that is if we are really solid defensively. And so, if you're not scoring well, then you need to keep the other team from scoring well. And, so we've got to really come out and be solid on the defensive end, I think.
No question about that, but the Vikings are capable of doing that. And they said, as Coach Schneider told me too, he said every once in a while they'll sag a little bit on their defense. They're primarily a man-to-man team, but they'll go under some screens, so we'll have some opportunities to get some open looks. So I think when we got 3 guys in double figures scoring, we're very capable of putting points up.
Yeah, absolutely. And, hopefully our guys, I'm sure they've talked about that in the scouting report, that, they like to really play a sagging man and go under screens, and that's going to make things available on the outside. And so hopefully Kai and Carson and Vincent will be able to take advantage of that, and, we can get some points going. And if they get hot from the outside, that's going to definitely then loosen up things on the inside for Gus and Cade.
Other games going on in our sub-state bracket. The top seed is Southeast of Saline. They're at home tonight against Phillipsburg. Russell and Ellsworth are playing tonight at Ellsworth. And then Beloit and Hoisington are playing at Beloit tonight. So we'll take on the winner of Beloit and Hoisington if we win. Let me say that when we win. We'll take them on at Russell on Friday night.
Yeah, I told my son here before the game, I said, hey, let's not let this be the place where we finish our high school basketball career. And he said, yep, we need to play to win and don't play not to lose.
Yeah, that's a whole different, and sometimes people say, what do you mean by that? Well,
yeah, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. If you're playing not to lose, you're playing tentative, trying not to make mistakes. If you're playing to win, you're aggressive. You're going after things. You're not worried about making mistakes or missing a shot. And so, hopefully the guys have that mindset tonight, and we show up and have a good performance.
Trying to decide if they're going to have the national anthem before they do the player announcement, so we'll kind of keep it here just a little bit longer to see where we end up. But again, the Vikings are ready to go tonight. The good crowd gathering here in Norton tonight, and looks like it is going to be the national anthem. So, Kelly, let's take about a minute break, a little over a minute, and when we come back, Well, wait a minute. Maybe we are going to have starting lineups before we have the national anthem.
Yep, we are.
Yep, so here we go with starting lineups. Darren, how about the Blue Jays from Norton?
Yeah, for the home Blue Jays, number 1, Tice Melvin, is a 5'9 sophomore. Their leading scorer is number 4, Eli Jones. He is a 6'1 sophomore. Number 10 is Ryan Wildeman, a 6'1 senior. Dean Clark is number 11, a 5'10 senior. And number 13, Roman Hauser, a 6'3 junior.
So for Coach Rusnick and his Blue Jays, it'll be Melvin, Jones, Wildeman, Clark, and Hauser. And how about our Vikings tonight?
And for the Vikings, our normal starting lineup, number 4, Carson Peel, a 6' senior. Number 11, Cade Blanchett, a 6'5 senior. Vincent Pickering, number 23, a 6'2 senior. Number 24, Kai Blanchett, a 6'4 junior. And number 30, Gus Griffith, a 6'4 senior.
So for Coach Snyder and his Vikings tonight, it'll be Peel, Blanchett, Pickering. What did I do here? I missed somebody. Pickering, Blanchett, and
Griffith.
Gus Griffith. Yeah, there he is. I didn't highlighted the wrong one. The Vikings in their road black uniforms. They have white lettering, orange numerals trimmed in white. And the Norton Blue Jays are in the white uniforms with blue numerals. And we will take a pause for the national anthem and be back for the tip-off of tonight's game. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball on 96.7. Back after this 1-minute timeout.
At Hometown Album.
I'm senior Ethan Abel here with senior Trevor Jones. So Trevor, baseball practice starting yesterday for the first time, spring sports. How did it go?
It went pretty well. Everybody looks pretty solid this year. So, yeah.
What's your favorite part about baseball?
Talking to kid in the outfield and just kind of messing around out there and having a good time.
There you go. Where do you find the Vikings finishing this season?
I think we'll have a pretty decent season. I don't know how far we'll go, but I think we'll do pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to the HCC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless here in Norton at the Norton Community High School. Don Binks along with Darren Abel as we get ready for the tip-off of tonight's game. Don't know any of these officials up here from this part of the state, so
nope, sure don't.
Don't have any idea about them. It's an east and west court. We're on the back side, the south side, behind the scores table, but we're way up on top. So we got a bird's eye view. It'll be Kai Blanchett jumping against Clark. It looks like the Vikings will have a chance to get the opening tip. We'll see how that works out. We'll be shooting at the west end of the court tonight to start the game off. And we are ready to go. Sit back and enjoy. Hopefully we'll have a Viking victory tonight. Ball in the air, tipped and controlled by, got a quick tip there. And controlled by North 3 zone here. We're going around, it goes to Clark. Clark out top with it, now comes over to Hauser. He's one of their big guys way outside with the ball. Around it goes to their leading scorer, Jones. Back to Hauser. Hangs on to it, gets it back to Melvin. Melvin back to Hauser, to Clark. Or not Clark, that was Wildeman. Baseline, Melvin. Hauser gets double teamed in the corner. Over, cross-court pass, in the corner again. Back into Wildeman. Good adjustment by the Viking defense there. They looked like they thought they were going to get a shot, but didn't. Inside it goes. Clark shot up and no, rebound, possession. Here comes Carson Peel into the front court. Man-to-man for the Norton Blue Jays. Carson goes near side over to Pickering. Pickering around the perimeter. Off to Cade Blanchard. Goes side of the lane. Off to Carson Peel right in the middle of the lane. elevates, wide open shot, good.
Good ball fake by Carson. His defender went flying right by him and left him with an open shot about 12 feet.
First points belong to the Vikings. Hauser now going to drive in. He's going to shoot a floater in the middle. Miss. Rebound by Kai Blanchett. Quickly up to Cade. Didn't see it first of all, but picked it up without a turnover. Vikings with it in the front court. Carson on the dribble. Hesitation now off to Cade. Cade out to his brother Kai. Kai side of the lane now. Goes baseline, shot up, and too strong, but Gus right there to get the rebound, but it was ripped out of his hands.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever really had the ball.
Yeah, I don't think he did. Blue Jays with it in the front court. Vikings stay 2-3 zone on this possession. Hauser comes near side to number 11, Clark. Back to Hauser at the half-court circle. On the far side to Wilderman. Baseline corner shot, no. Rebound, Cade Blanchett inside. Has Melvin trying to, right behind him, trying to strip the ball away, but he maintained possession, and the Vikings with the possession in the front court. Cade driving side of the lane, elevates off the shot. No, good looking shot, but just a little too hard off the glass. Quickly comes up to Melvin. Melvin back out to Jones. Back to Hauser. Inside to Jones. Corner shot. Wilderman. And that's what they said is a three. They love a three shot. And they got one right there at the 5:23 mark to take their first lead of the ball game. Carson trying to fake the three-pointer. Now he'll drive side of the lane. Shot up too strong, but Gus right there to get it. Shot blocked by Hauser. And now reach-in foul on Carson. We tried to do what they do, and we got whistled for the foul. Carson will pick up his first. Out of bounds to the Blue Jays. And big number 0 comes in.
Yeah, that's their guy that's just come back after missing several games with an injuries, Sean Anderson. He's a 6'4" senior.
That's the only substitution, correct?
Yep.
Vikings have yet to substitute as well. Jones has it near side right by the Viking bench. Around it goes to Wilderman. Hit that three just a little bit ago inside to Jones. Kicks it out to Hauser. He's going to launch a baseline three. No. Rebound, Kai Blanchett. Kai's going to slow it down a little bit. Gets it off to Carson to Pickering. Pickering shot up and good. He kind of did a little fake to get the defender up in the air as well. Vikings up 4-3 here early. Hauser with it out top. Baseline to Jones, a good three-point shooter. There's the big guy, Anderson. He knocks in a little 15-footer from the baseline. Come off the bench and hit a shot right away. 4:20 to go here in the first quarter. Carson with it outside on the far side. Top of the key, now kick out to Cade Blanchett. Cade over to his brother Kai. He'll launch a three ball. In and out, no good. Rebound Hauser for the Blue Jays. Quickly with the pass down to Jones. He got picked up right away by Pickering. Hauser likes that one-handed pass. He's got big hands. He can palm the ball real easy, and he really likes to throw a little one-arm pass. There's Melvin streaking across the lane, but nobody gets the ball to him. Jones gets double-teamed on the wing. Goes across to Hauser, way outside the arc. Far side wing. Baseline to Melvin. Melvin pivots inside, shot up. Wow.
Nice shot. Nice. Did a little up and under right underneath Gus.
Kind of threw it up at the basket. Pickering gets it off to Carson. Carson Peel baseline drive. Kick it out to Pickering. Vikings still with the possession. They're now down by 3. There's Cade Blanchett in the lane. Kick out to Pickering. Looked at the three. Didn't trigger. Drives inside of the lane. Shot up too strong. Rebound. Anderson underneath for the Blue Jays. Baseline it goes to Wilderman. Back out to Melvin. Back out to Hauser. Standing at the half-court circle. Near side he comes to Jones. Looking inside for Wilderman. Not there. Goes across to Hauser. Hauser baseline to Wilderman again. Back to Hauser. They're patient on their offense. Vikings stay in that 2-3 zone for a while. Melvin inside Jones. He's going to get hammered underneath.
Yep, he did a nice ball fake there and got Kai off his feet.
And hung on to it way too long, but he couldn't do anything else with it, and that'll be the first foul on Kai Blanchett.
Justice Autry Braxton House checking in for the Vikings, replacing Pickering and Griffith.
Jerome Autry not in uniform tonight. He's still got bothering by his turf toe. Jones going to launch a three from out top. Too strong. Rebound Melvin. Long rebound sometimes comes out a little bit too far. The Vikings had good block out, but the ball was way, way far out. Hauser still with it on the cross-court pass to Wildeman, to Jones, to Hauser. Baseline Melvin, his three, no. Rebound inside, Cade Blanchett with another rebound. Quickly up to Carson. Carson over to Kai. Kai Blanchett to the Meerkat. Justice Autry over to Carson. Carson kick out to Kai Blanchett to reset the offense. Over to Autry. He's going to launch a three ball. In and out, no good. Tipped and tried to save it by Braxton House, but Hauser comes away with the rebound. Norton leading 7-4. Inside it goes to Anderson. Knocked away, but saved by the Blue Jays. Back to Wildeman. Back to Hauser. Out top between the circles. Minute 40, but it's been a fast first quarter.
Well, no turnovers and only 2 fouls so far.
Yeah, no stoppage of play. Both fouls on the Vikings, however. Hauser has it way outside. Goes to Anderson. He got away with a travel, I believe. Hauser's going to launch a long three-pointer, and it's good. Wow. Nice range by the big guy. Coming at the 120 mark. There's Cade Blanchett with it over to his brother Kai, near side to Carson. 10-4 now. Norton with the lead. Kick out to Cade, out to the Meerkat. Justice Autry between the circles to reset the offense. Justice will get the offense going on their little pivot weave. Kick out to Justice again. Justice out to Carson. Carson out to Cade. Cade will drive through the middle. Shot, no. But he's fouled, and Cade will have 2 free throws. 52 seconds remaining in the first quarter. In a quick first quarter.
Yeah, foul was on Melvin.
His first, team first. Cade free throw up and no good.
Ethan Abel into the lineup for Kai Blanchett. And Clark back in for Norton.
Second Cade Blanchett free throw coming up. That one rattles around and out. Over from the free throw line here, trailing 10-4. Hauser looked at a shot again. Vikings man-to-man this possession. Come near side to Jones. He's guarded by House. Gets it off to Clark. Around it goes to Hauser. Hauser directing traffic from the outside there. Has to dribble it out to get the offense to reset. 30 seconds now left in the first quarter. 10-4 in favor of the Blue Jays. Inside it goes to the big Anderson. Good defense by the Vikings. Carson quickly up the front court. Near side to Ethan. Underneath the House. Braxton shot off the glass and good. Nice job by Braxton House to get the Vikings 6 point with 10 seconds left. Hauser with it. Off to Jones. Jones loses the handle. Cade comes up with it. Cade tries to throw it up and won't get it there, but it saves a possession by the Blue Jays, and the first quarter is in the books. 10 for Norton, 6 for the Vikings. Back with the second quarter after this 1 minute timeout.
How do you make your favorite Mexican dish even better? By enjoying it with friends and family at La Fogata Mexican Restaurant. Enjoy sizzling fajitas, tamales, or their popular street tacos. There's quesadillas or carne asada. Need to unwind at the end of a long day? Grab some friends and chill out over delicious appetizers, including nachos or chips and salsa. La Fogata Mexican Restaurant on North Main in McPherson. La Fogata, authentic Mexican cuisine.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Art Shirt Gear for Sport at 109 North Main, downtown Lindsborg.
And
is a
welcome
proud
back
supporter
to
of the Smoky
Norton
Valley
Community
Vikings
High
and the
School.
Bethany
This is
Suite.
the
Be sure to
HCC
stop
Road
by
to a
before the game
Championship,
and check
sponsored
out
by
the new
Next
apparel
Tech
to show
Wireless.
your team pride. We wish
Don
all the
Binks
student
along with Darren
athletes a
Abel as
safe
the
and
Vikings.
successful season.
I think Braxton House got that shot because that was an important shot to get within 4, stay comfortable.
Yep. Just need to get a little bit of a flow going on offense here. Get into the flow of game. Pretty good quarter defensively.
Yeah, they got a couple of threes, but the one was a tremendous 10-foot beyond the arc 3. Vikings get the first possession. Ethan has it at the elbow, kicks it out to Carson, inside to Gus. Gus going to kick it out to Ethan.
They wanted to try and isolate Gus down there, but good job by Hauser of defending.
Ethan with the drive didn't get it over the rim, and rebounded by Jones for the Blue Jays, and here they come on the dribble. Vikings are going to go man on this possession. Jones dribbles through traffic, no, fouled, and Jones going to have a couple of free throws.
Foul on Braxton, his first.
Certainly kept him from scoring, their leading scorer from scoring in the first quarter, but he will come through. You know, good scorers have a way of getting like this to the rim and then making free throws, but he misses the first. Vikings 0 for 2 from the charity stripe in the first quarter. Norton did not shoot any, but they are now 0 for 1. And now 1 for 2. 11-6. First possession for second possession for the Vikings comes to Pickering. Pickering looking for Gus inside there, not there. Goes to House at the free throw line, dumps it down to Gus.
I thought maybe he was going to get away with it, but
is that our first turnover?
It is.
Wow. Neither team had a turnover in the first quarter. Then.
Well, Norton had one right there at the end of the quarter.
That's right. Yep. Melvin will bring it into the front court. Hauser now goes inside. He's been playing way outside before. He'll come around and give and go on the backside. Oh, there's a couple. That looks like too many steps by Clark, but he got a nice backdoor cut.
Yeah, no help from the weak side of the Viking defense there.
Out it goes to Ethan. There to Pickering. Pickering in the lane. His shot up, and he's going to get fouled. Clark had a lot of ball, but he had a lot of body at the same time. But
yeah, he definitely wasn't set.
So Pickering's going to have a couple of free throws. And if there's anything that Pickering doesn't do well, it's free throws. He is our poorest free throw shooter, which is just...
Yeah, as well as he shoots it from the outside.
I know. It's just amazing how well he does from the outside.
He got that one.
I thought maybe if I talked about it...
There you go. The Blanchett brothers back in for Braxton and Ethan.
13 Norton, 7 Smoky Valley. Second Vincent Pickering free throw on the way. And too strong. Reed comes outside to Wilderman. They'll get the possession. Hauser brings it up on the dribble against Gus. He's going to drive right in the middle of the lane. Shot up and no. Rebound Pickering. Gets it out to Peel. Carson on the dribble. Right into the middle of the lane. Carson gets grabbed by Melvin. And Melvin will pick up his second foul. Be out of bounds to the Vikings on the baseline. Good defense by Melvin. He was step for step with Carson, but he just reached in and wouldn't let go and got called for the reach-in. There's a lob to Kai in the middle of the lane. Goes up strong. No rebound. Saved by Norton. Hauser with it on the dribble into the front court. Picked up by Gus. Looked at the three, didn't trigger. Gets it off to Jones. A lot of traffic right there around Jones, but he gets it off to Clark to reset their offense. Clark with the dribble drive, kick out to Jones, shot 3, no, rebound Griffith from the weak side. Off to Carson, here comes the Vikings. Carson quickly into the front court, top of the key, hesitation, free throw line. I thought he was going to trigger, but he didn't. Kai Blanchett will dribble drive, kick out to Carson. Carson looked at a shot, but didn't trigger yet. Vikings are very patient in their offense tonight. Driving, side of the lane, shot up, and good by Carson.
Yeah, nice isolation play. We just went with 5 guys out around the three-point line. Carson just took Mellon to the basket.
At the 5:40 mark, the Vikings get within 4, 13-9. Wilderman outside with it right by the Viking bench. All the way around the perimeter, hits it off to Clark. Clark over to Melvin. Now he goes instead over to the near side to Jones. He's guarded by Peel. Jones dribble drive in the lane. Shot up, no, and he's going to be a foul. And that's going to be on Carson. Carson arguing a little bit with the official. It's like, I didn't reach in or do anything, but that's going to be Carson's second foul. Carson doesn't foul much, so it's not a concern to keep him in with 2 fouls, but hopefully he plays smart here. Jones at the free throw line made 1 of 2 a little bit ago. And he makes the first of these 2.
Anderson back in for Norton. Braxton House in for Gus Griffith for the Vikings.
Blanchett, Pickering, House, and Peel on the court for the Vikings. Carson having a smiling conversation with the official. Never hurts to talk to them. They're not bad guys.
Nope. Most of the time.
15 for the Blue Jays, 9 for the Vikings. Carson on the walk into the front court. Goes to Kai Blanchett. Kai dribble drive at the top of the key off to Braxton House. Braxton off to Pickering. Pickering drive at the free throw line. Now inside the lane. Pickering shot up and rolls out. No good. Rebound. Loose on the floor. This time it's going to be a collision on number 11, Clark. And he has 2 fouls. So Clark with 2, Melvin with 2 for the Blue Jays. And Carson Peel with 2 for the Vikings. House with 1 and Kai Blanchett with 1. Pickering to do the honors to get it in play. Gets it to Carson, side of the lane now. Comes back out top. Goes baseline to Pickering. Pickering still looking, goes to Carson. Carson outside the arc. Goes over to Cade Blanchett. Cade outside with it. Now over to Carson. Carson to Pickering. Pickering at the free throw line. Around the perimeter to Kai Blanchett. Kai on the dribble. Still on the dribble. Side of the key to his brother Cade at the free throw line. Cade shot. Oh, he missed it. And Cade gets the rebound. Oh, nope. It's kind of a tug of war. Hauser with it. Finishing off now off to Clark. Shot too strong. Rebound. There's Clark or Hauser over the back. And it'll be Viking ball out of bounds. Roman Hauser with the foul. (15-9) in favor of the Norton Blue Jays here. Mid-first half, mid-second quarter, actually. Carson out top with it, picked up by Wilderman. They're in the zone this time.
Yeah.
House goes inside to Pickering, to Blanchett. Goes across court to Blanchett, baseline to Carson. They adjust quickly inside to Cade. Cade at the blocks in the lane. Floater, no. Rebound. House.
Oh, nice tip.
Braxton House got the tip in good, and it's 11 for the Vikings. 15 for the Blue Jays at the 3:45 mark of the second quarter.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. I think Braxton was just trying to tip that to keep it alive, and it ended up going in the basket.
Vikings man-to-man again in this possession. Hauser with it way outside. Guarded by Kai Blanchett. Give and go to Jones. His 3 in and out, no good. Rebound Vikings. Pickering gets it off the Peel. Here comes Carson on the run. Carson, baseline to Braxton House. His 15 baseline footer, no. Rebound Wilderman inside. Quickly up to Clark. And we're going to have a ball go out of bounds. Pickering just wiped out Jones. They were both trying to stop, and they collided, but no foul called. But big collision between those two.
Yep, Justice back into the game, giving Carson a break.
Carson a quick break, see how long he'll keep him out. Vikings trail by 4 with the ball. 3:08 and counting here in the second quarter. Quick first half here from Norton Community High School.
Norton still in the 2-3 zone.
Pickering thought he might trigger a shot. Goes out to Kai Blanchett. Inside to Cade. Baseline to Justice. Cross court, Pickering. They're knocked out of bounds by Clark. It'll stay with the Vikings. Coach Snyder hollering out the play he wants to run. Justice will go out to put the ball in play. Looking for Kai, still looking. Baseline to House to Pickering. He'll launch a 3 ball. No. Rebound. The Meerkat goes out to get it. Good hustle by Justice. Here's a 3 by Kai Blanchett. In and out. And back in.
You betcha.
3-pointer by Kai Blanchett. His first points of the night, and the Vikings have 14. The Blue Jays 15. Inside to Anderson. He gets double teamed. Shot from 6 feet, rimming out, no good. Rebound, Cade. Strong rebound. Cade's got a lot of rebounds already.
He's got 4.
2:25 to go here in the first half. Offensive goes to Pickering. Looked for the shot, but didn't trigger. Goes to Cade, side of the lane, to Braxton. Little 6-footer, in and out, no good. Rebound, last touch. Oh, Anderson, I thought he was going to let it go out of bounds, but he jumped out and got it and saved it. And here come the Blue Jays. Hauser going to call. Oh, got offense or defense?
No, they're going to call Cade.
Cade for the foul.
A little bit of a check, yeah.
Hauser kind of like a football player, kind of tucked the ball under his arm. I thought he was maybe going to call a traveling call, but it'll be Cade Blanchett on the foul, his first. Out of bounds to Hauser, goes out to Clark. Pardon me. Goes to Wilderman. Out top to Hauser. Over to Jones, baseline. Jones dribble drive, kick out. Wilderman 3. And it
got fouled. We got to do a better job on the closeout. We can't make that contact.
Wilderman with a three-pointer and one. That's his second three from that same spot. And it's 18 with a +1 at the 1:48 mark of the second quarter.
That's 2 fouls on Braxton, so Gus comes back in for him.
Braxton pretty disappointed. I didn't actually see how the shot ended up, but he was just standing up there. He didn't look like he hit into him very hard, but just enough to get the foul, and he makes the and one. So a 4-point play for the Blue Jays to get back to that 5-point lead. Vikings had it within one just a little bit ago. Justice into the front court on the dribble, picked up by Clark. It's off to Cade. Cade Blanchett looking for his brother Kai. Goes to him on the far side wing. Out to Justice. Justice side of the lane to Cade. Baseline drive to Gus. Shot up and good by Gus Griffith inside.
Nice low post pass by Cade.
I was just going to say the same thing. 1:20 to go here in the quarter. Kick out to Clark. Out to Hauser. Hauser launched a three from there a little bit ago. This one misses, though. Cade Blanchett with another rebound. Vikings at the 1:08 mark can get back within one with a 2. Could tie it up with a 3. Autry off to Pickering. Pickering pulls it outside. Around the perimeter he goes. Here's Kai Blanchett, 3. That's missing and out of bounds to the Blue Jays at the 51-second mark. A new player in. Stewart, number 35.
He's a 5'11 sophomore.
Taking one of their players with 2 fouls out. So Hauser will bring it into the front court. I would imagine they just go for one shot. We'll see what they decide to do here.
Vikings have gone to the 1-1-3 deflect, or rebel defense.
There's a steal by Cade. Cade Blanchett all the way up and he missed it. And the Vikings going for the steal, and it gets touched last by Stewart. So the layup didn't go, but
we got a break.
Got a break on the
Vincent
rebound.
Did a good job hustling to get back and got the rebound to go off of Norton as they were battling for it.
Carson will check in for the last play here with 30 seconds left to go. Goes out to Gus. Off to Carson. Wide open 3. Carson Peel. No. Gus trying to hustle for the rebound. And it's going to be a foul. Gus will get called for the foul, and that'll be free throws coming up on the other end, I believe. Do the 7th free throw. And it is a 1-and-1.
First foul on Gus.
So the big guy Anderson will have a chance to see what he can do with a 1-and-1. They're 4 out of 5 in this quarter from the charity stripe. Anderson free throw, no. Rebound Cade. Baseline, 20 seconds to go, so plenty of time to get a shot here. Right back to where we were 15 seconds ago. 12, 11. Goes to Gus Griffith. Over to Carson. Carson looked at the 3, didn't trigger. Will drive baseline. Kick out to Kai. Kai will drive. Kick out to Carson. Shot long. No. And the quarter is over. The half is over. And the Vikings trail 19-16. We'll be back to wrap this first half up for you after these timeouts.
This is the Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. Hutchinson Community College, a reputation of excellence for more than 90 years. Learn more at hutchcc.edu.
Today I'm going to be joined by 2 track athletes to talk about the season and what they're looking ahead to this track season. The first athlete we will be talking to is Brandon Peters, and then we'll talk with Carson Peel. So Brandon, you guys are on a 2-year streak of being 3A state champs. How are you looking to continue the progress and success you guys have had in the last couple of years this year?
We had a few of our best athletes graduate, so we'll have to have quite a few girls step up, especially in relays. But getting those girls developed over the season should give us good success.
So to the individual part of things, last year you medaled in all 4 events at state track. This year, how are you looking to compete in those events at the state meet?
Hopefully win multiple events, but we have some competitive girls in 3A, so hopefully to place again and do a little better individually.
Thank you for your time today and good luck with this. So Carson, last year you were a very key part of the boys team when you were healthy, and with seniors graduating, how are you looking to come in and compete this year with it being your last year and final year on the track?
I think the beginning of that question was the most important part. I got to stay healthy. Best ability is availability, and especially in track when you can run multiple events and stuff like that. But I know both of us have had trouble staying healthy in the past couple of years, so we got to make sure we can recover well and train well so we can make it through the season. But other than that, I think that just being available to do anything like relays, individual events, whatever helps get team points is the best way I can contribute this year.
I like it. So I hear that the 4x400 meter relay from last year was very close to breaking the school record last year in the prelims of state. Do you think this year you guys break it, even with the loss of top 400 meter runner Lucas April?
I mean, I really hope so. I think Lucas will definitely be a big loss, and I think we're going to struggle with our times at the beginning of the year because of that. But once we get our routine figured out, and if we can consistently keep the same order going, I think we can really figure it out and, get that. I mean, Heston last year was at that state level, and they had our school record when they won it. So if we can beat them this year, I think that's a great way to do it, and maybe even win state in this process.
Yeah.
25 points in the win over Baylor, hitting on 11 of 17, going 2 of 4 from the three-point line. The Wildcats will be in action tomorrow for senior night as they host Oklahoma. The Kansas State women's basketball team also picked up a weekly award as K-State's sophomore guard Serena Sundell strung together one of her strongest 2-game efforts in her young career and was named Big 12 Player of the Week for the first time. Sundell led the Big 12 with 22.5 points per game on 74% shooting, including 91% from the foul line, and added a line of 5.5 assists, 4.5 rebounds, 3.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks in 37 minutes per game. Against KU, Sundell tallied 24 points on 8 of 10 shooting, with 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 4 steals, and a block. And then at West Virginia, Sundell led a furious K-State rally from 19 points back in the first half to tie the game in the fourth quarter. She scored a game-high 21 points on 9 of 13 shooting. Sundell is the second Wildcat to collect Big 12 Player of the Week honors, joining Gabby Gregory. I'm Scott Miller with a look at your halftime sports. Let's get you back out to your basketball games.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
Rod here from Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro. We understand that when you need ag tires, you need them now, not 3 weeks from now. That's why we've built up our inventory to make sure we'll probably have something for you.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Norton High School. Don Binks along with Darren Abel as we are back for the road to the HCC Road to the Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless. The Vikings on the short end of a 19-16 halftime lead. Scoring went like this. First for the Blue Jays, 2 for Clark, 2 for Melvin, 3 for Hauser, 3 for their leading scorer Jones, and I missed Anderson with 2. And then 7 for Wildeman. He had that 5-point play or 4-point play on that 3-pointer. He had another 3 as well, so he is their leading scorer so far. For the Vikings, Gus Griffith 2, 3 for Kai Blanchett, 3 for Vincent Pickering, 4 for Braxton House, and 4 for Carson Peel. Cade Blanchett had some good shots inside, but just the tough shooting luck for Cade. But how about rebounding and turnovers?
Yeah, rebounding-wise, I have Norton with 16 and the Vikings with 18. And a great game as far as turnovers go by both teams. I've got 3 turnovers for Norton and only 1 turnover for the Vikings.
Yeah, I knew there wasn't very many, but it's been a well-played game by both teams. Both teams have been real patient in their offense, but you need to kind of pick it up a little bit. Take some of those open looks. Both teams have had some open looks that they've turned down, but the big guy Hauser shot that one real long 3, and he's triggered another one but didn't make it. But they seemed a little bit more willing to shoot up than we have.
Yeah, some of our guys have turned down some threes that we normally shoot, and hopefully we played great on the defensive end, and like to see us be a little more aggressive on offense. I think if we can hit a couple of those open looks that we've had, that'll help. Had a chance at a fast break basket there, and Cade just couldn't quite get it to convert. We've had some shots, some looks inside. I think we can be successful if we go down there and either draw a foul or get some baskets. We just need to see the ball go through the basket a couple times, I think, and get a little confidence.
This scoreboard update brought to you by McPherson Dental Care, your friendly hometown dentist, online at McPhersonDentalCare.com, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Mike sent us some scores. Mike, thank you.
We got one other score in our sub-state. This game also, boys game, also started at 6 o'clock. Phillipsburg at Southeast of Saline, and at halftime, Southeast of Saline leads that game 37-27. The Ellsworth at Russell and Hoisington at Beloit games start at 7 o'clock.
So they are going to tip off here in just a little bit, but here it's 19-16 in favor of the hometown Blue Jays, and the Vikings will be coming out of the locker room in just a little bit. The Blue Jays are already out on the court for their final warm-up. So we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the tip-off of the third quarter. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball. Back after these messages.
More of the Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next-Tech Wireless. Next-Tech Wireless, the fastest wireless network in Kansas. Shop for the latest phones and devices at the best prices.
Have you been dreaming of updating your home? Let your home lend you a hand. At First Bank Kansas, we are here to help you make your dreams possible. Whether you are looking to renovate your kitchen, general home improvements, or looking to pay off high-interest credit cards, our experts will guide you through the home equity loan process. Visit us at any First Bank Kansas location in Salina, Ellsworth, McPherson, Abilene, Lindsborg, or Hutchinson to experience banking made personal. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At People's Bank and Trust, we value our customers. We know you have plenty of choices for your mortgage loans, but we think we have what you're looking for: relationship banking. And if you're considering refinancing or purchasing a new home, check our competitive rates before you make that change. Your payments will be made at home, and you'll receive good personalized service. That's how we've established many long-lasting relationships. Make a change, know your lender, and make your payments at home with People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Pyle Law is a Kansas personal injury law firm. We handle cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. I'm Liz Pyle, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of personal experience in all matters relating to Kansas personal injury law. Tom will take the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walk you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact Pyle Law at 620-241-9000.
Hi, this is James with Idea Tech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Central Kansas, including all the schools that we serve. Living rural shouldn't mean you have to live with less. At Idea Tech, our goal is to bring you a fast, secure network with unlimited data right to the neck of the prairie, with the freedom to use it any way you need it. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability, or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to the HCC Road to a Championship, presented by Next-Tech Wireless. First possession will belong to the Norton Blue Jays, and they'll start the same way they did the game. Hauser, Melvin, Wildeman, Clark, and Jones. The Vikings will start also the same way with Blanchett, Griffith, Pickering, and Peel.
And just keep up what we're doing defensively and try and find a little spark for the offense here.
Goes baseline to Clark. Gets trapped in the corner but gets out of it. Gets it over to Hauser. Hauser to Melvin.
Vikings are in the 1-3-1 zone.
Deflect zone. Here's Jones with it. Cross court he goes to Wildeman. Wildeman gets trapped outside. Goes outside to Jones. Way out top. Baseline he goes to Clark. Clark across the court to Hauser. Hauser looking inside for that baseline cutter, but good job by the Vikings to seal that position up. Baseline to Jones. Out to Hauser. They're really patient over Melvin. Melvin dribbles side of the lane. He's in trouble now. Kicks it out to Wildeman. Out to Hauser. Hauser baseline Jones. Shot up. Too strong. Rebound Vikings. Carson comes up with the rebound, quickly into the front court. Carson all the way to the line, shot up, and just too strong a little bit. And he can't get it. Jones with the rebound, he quickly up to Melvin. Melvin, baseline to Wilderman. And Pickering right on him. He's hit a couple of threes, so he was right on top of him.
Yeah, Vikings have gone man-to-man now for this possession.
Melvin out with it out top. Goes dribbling on the far side. Hand off to Clark. Clark on the little weave. Comes out top. Near side to Jones. He's going to launch a three ball. And it cozies into the basket for a three. His first three-pointer. And it's 22-16. A 6-point lead now at the 6:37 mark of the third quarter. Pickering. Baseline right in front of the Viking bench to Carson. They're in a little bit of a man-to-man. Around it goes to Pickering. Pickering in the lane. Shot up and no. Rebound Wilderman. He brings it into the front court on the dribble. Now all the way inside of the lane. Kick out and touched by the Vikings out of bounds. It'll stay with. It hit somebody. The only official that saw it. Yeah, it did. It hit somebody. It changed direction as it came out. They thought
I didn't see who it hit.
I didn't see who it hit. I think it's Pickering's foot actually is who it hit. But Norton will keep the possession alive. Get it off to Jones. Jones drives side of the lane, inside the lane now. Elevates shot. Got the roll to go. 24-16. Not a good start for the Vikings now. Come on, boys. Got to get some points to offset their scoring or get some stops. Carson on the dribble, into the lane, floater, kick out to Pickering. Pickering drives, shot up and good.
There we go.
Pickering.
And so we need to get some motion going towards the basket.
18 for the Vikings, coming at the 5:40 mark. 24-18, Vikings trail by 6. Melvin outside with it to Hauser. Hauser back to Jones. Jones dribble drive into the lane. Bounce pass inside to Clark. Kick out to Melvin. His shot, no. Rebound, Carson Peel. Carson will bring it up. Off to Kai. No, he keeps it himself. Now off to Pickering. Pickering drive. His shot up and no. Rebound inside. Pickering comes up with it. Has it stolen away, though, by Hauser. And here comes Hauser on the dribble into the front court. Into the lane. Kick out. Wilderman, three. It's good. His third three of the game. And it's 27-18, a 9-point Norton lead. Here's Kai Blanchett trying to answer. Hitting no. Gus Griffith with the rebound. Kick out to Pickering. Pickering out to Peel. He's going to launch a three. No. Rebound Gus inside. Put back good. Nice rebound and put back by Gus Griffith. 20-27.
Two big rebounds there by Gus.
433. Vikings need to get another stop, though.
Back to the 1-3-1 here.
Kick by Blanchett out at backcourt. It'll stay with the
House and Autry coming in for Pickering and Griffith.
Anderson in for the Blue Jays. Clark out. Got to get some stops here, boys. Come on, get to work. Melvin up to Jones in the front court. Outside of the 2-3 zone this time. Hauser directing traffic, goes into Anderson, kick out, and almost a steal. Wilderman
got to have that loose ball.
Yeah, mishandled it, but just had enough of it to go. Here's Anderson on the baseline blocks. Gets double teamed, kicks it across to Wilderman. His three again. No, finally, and Cade Blanchett with the rebound, but he lost it out of bounds. It got tipped, and he tried to grab it and tipped it out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Blue Jays. He's been a beast on the boards most of the time.
Yeah,
that one
just couldn't corral that one.
Couldn't corral it. Hauser to put it in play. Looking, goes out to Jones. Good closeout by Autry. Hauser will shoot a three and good. Wow. His second three of the night, and it's 30-20, a 10-point lead here at the 3:43 mark.
Got to start guarding the three-point line.
Looking inside for House. Braxton, kick it out to Cade. His shot up, no, too strong, too soft. Kick it out to Kai. Kai will launch a three. No, he's fouled. And Kai will have 3 free throws.
Foul on Jones.
Jones trying to get out there to block that shot, and he just got too much body. And Kai will have 3 free throws. First one good. Kai shoots free throws at a 71% clip, so we need all 3 of them. Got 2. 3:27 remaining in the third quarter. Hauser's gone all the way to the other end of the court, so Braxton House goes back to guard him. As Kai does make all 3 of them. 23-30, 7-point deficit for the Vikings now. Jones on the dribble into the lane. Floater, no. Rebound, Braxton House. Good job on stopping that penetration dribble. Off to Cade Blanchett. Cade, kick out to his brother. It gets tipped and stolen away. Viking turnover. Comes Jones with it on the side of the wing. Off top to Hauser. Back to Jones. Looking backdoor cut. Wildeman, but Autry right there to pick him up. Man-to-man by the Vikings on this possession. Big Anderson has the top of the key. Kick out to Hauser. Looked at the 3, didn't trigger. Goes to Jones. Jones drive into the lane. On the dribble, kick out to Melvin. Melvin to Anderson, knocked away and stolen by the Vikings. Carson will slow it down as Melvin was behind him. He didn't want to get his pocket picked. Well, there's a collision, knocked over Kai Blanchett, nothing called on that
That's got to
screen.
be something.
That's a foul. Carson with it, baseline corner, going to dribble out to the top of the wing, now to the top of the key to reset the offense at the 2:22 mark, with the Vikings still trailing 30-23. Carson off to Autry. Autry in the lane. His shot up too strong. Rebound Hauser inside. Quickly up to Wildeman. Wildeman to Anderson. Across to Melvin. Baseline to Jones. His 3 ball. No. Too strong. Rebound Wildeman. Out to Hauser. Hauser with it. Drive. Kick off to Anderson. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Anderson off to Jones to keep the possession alive. Baseline Hauser. 3. No. And there's a foul. Wildeman got away with it last time, but this time he had Autry in a headlock almost. And it's a foul on Wildeman. It'll be his first.
Griffith and Pickering in, giving the Blanchett brothers a break.
1:46 left to go, third quarter. A quick third quarter, as it's been a quick first half.
Boy, yeah.
It seems like it's flown by tonight. Carson will walk it into the front court, hollering out some instructions. Autry has it out top, on the wing to House. Pickering back to Autry, and he loses it out of bounds. Careless pass by the Vikings. That's turnover number
3.
Wow, that's simply amazing. They only have 3 turnovers and only a minute and a half left in the third quarter. So we've been playing well, but we just haven't got enough points. Down by 7 with a minute 30 left to go. Jones slowly into the front court. Picks up the pace now at the top of the key. Hands it off to Clark. Clark looking, goes far side to Wildeman. Wildeman on the weave out top to Jones. Man-to-man defense by the Vikings. Jones with it off to Melvin. Melvin driving the lane, kick out to Hauser. Hauser with it on the dribble. Oh, Melvin underneath.
Oh,
nobody there.
Dang it. Somebody didn't switch underneath.
32 for the Blue Jays at the 1 minute mark. Here's Carson Peel, 3, missing, but Autry gets the rebound. Back to Carson. Carson off to Pickering. His 3 from the baseline corner. No. Rebound. House trying to save it. And it goes out of bounds. Good hustle by Braxton, but it just couldn't secure it. Now with 42 seconds left, the Vikings down by 9 now. Need some help. Need to get some turnovers. Oh, Braxton, almost a steal. Hauser brings it into the front court. Slow the dribble down. Pickering right on guarding him. Hauser still with the dribble. Gets it off to Jones. Jones with it, guarded by Peel. 22 seconds left. They're going to go for one shot, looks like. Jones with the dribble drive, side of the lane. No, he's not going to go for one shot. He's going to take it all the way in and score. 34-23, 11-point deficit now for the Vikings. Carson with the dribble, kick out to Pickering. His 3 ball, too strong. Rebound, Clark. And that'll do it. The third quarter is in the books, and it's a 34-23 lead by Norton. Back with the fourth quarter after this 1 minute timeout.
Your new home is ready and waiting for you with friends, activities, and peace of mind. Be part of a caring community. Your friends at Sunflower Terrace by Bethany Village in Lindsborg will help you customize an affordable package to fit the lifestyle you desire with the assistance you need.
It's wonderful to be here. A very good place to come to. It's my home.
Get your free guide today at sunflowerterrace.com. Sunflower Terrace by Bethany Village. Experience the art of living.
John Deere utility tractors from Prairie Land Partners are the perfect match for any chore on your property, farm, or ranch. These tractors are the ideal blend of versatility and value. From working livestock to snow removal for hay producers, municipalities, and property owners, these tractors bring the power and versatility so you can haul, mow, bale, feed, and maintain your property. Visit them online or stop by any Prairie Land Partners location to test drive one today.
Delivering the right solution. Prairie Land Partners.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to the Road to the Championship, the HCC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless. Don Binks along with Darren Abel as the Vikings got outscored 15-7 in that quarter.
Yeah, the difference was they hit three-pointers and we didn't. So
three three-pointers.
Going to have to find a way to get something going on offense. I think we're not hitting from three, so I think we need to get motion going towards the basket, get the ball going downhill towards the basket. And that's going to be our best chance to score.
Carson gets it out to Pickering. Off it goes to Kai Blanchett. Kai to Carson. And the ball stolen, but stolen back by Cade. Pickering with it. He's going to drive in the middle, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Pickering. That'll be his first. And the Vikings turn it over on the foul. Norton ball with 7:40 and counting here in the fourth quarter now. Vikings trail 34-23. Need some points. Okay, then the big guy Hauser outside gets it off to Jones. Jones gets it off to Clark. Clark will dribble drive in the baseline. Shot up, no, and he's going to have a travel. That's turnover number 5 on them. So both teams are really playing well, controlling the ball well. But the Vikings need more of those.
Well, and part of that is neither team's being real aggressive on offense.
No, both of them are very patient.
Norton now is in a 1-3-1 zone.
Cade gets double teamed, gets it off, and Melvin gets his hand in the way and gets that steal. So back-to-back turnovers by the Vikings. Hauser will stay in the backcourt as long as he can. Finally get it across the timeline. Cade picks him up right away, gets it off to Clark. Clark drive, shot. Wow, it just crawled right over the edge of the rim. They get the first points of the fourth quarter and make it a 13-point lead. Carson at the free throw line. His shot, good. Nice shot by Carson. The Vikings a point here. Now a timeout. We're going to keep this one right here. We haven't had many times to keep the ball, keep the commercial here. Let Alan Samuels help you find the make, model, and budget that fits you. These are large inventory at all. SamuelsHutch.com location. Alan Samuels, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep and Ram. Come by. Let's be friends. You can stream tonight's game on your phone with the Ad Astra radio app powered by Next Tech Wireless. Shop the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas. This timeout sponsored by Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation Sports Performance. Schedule your free consultation at summitkansas.com. The Summit, together for exceptional health care. And this timeout also brought to you by Pyle Law. Have you or someone you know been injured at work? Call Tom Pyle. Tom Pyle has over 25 years of experience helping injured workers receive the benefits they deserve. Call for a free consultation at 620-241-9000.
Vikings going to come out with some full court pressure now.
And they get it in easily to Jones. Kind of token pressure now as Jones brings it into the front court. Peel guarding him, gets it off to Clark. Clark around to Melvin. Head and shoulders fake, now dribble out, gets it back to Jones. Jones, baseline drive, shot up and good. Wow, Carson was all over him, and he got it up off the glass and good. at the 6:10 mark to give them a 38-25 lead. Carson to Kai, back to Carson. Dribble drive in the lane, floater blocked by Hauser. Oh, it was a pretty block. He had his hand right up there where Carson was shooting and had all ball at the top. Here's Jones, kick it out to Melvin. Melvin, kick it out to Hauser. Slow it way down at the half-court circle. Now crossover dribble, penetration, get it off to Melvin. Melvin still on the dribble, gets it off to Clark. Clark kick out to Hauser. Three-pointer from the baseline corner. No, rebound, and a rebounding foul on Clark. Braxton House with good position on that rebound. And that's the third foul on Clark. Nobody in foul trouble. He's the only one with 3 fouls.
Right. Got to have some points here. We have to score about every time down.
Yeah, we can't have any blank possessions anymore. Kai Blanchard looked to trigger a 3, didn't. Goes back to Carson.
Still in the 1-3-1.
Baseline to Cade, out to Kai, over to Carson. Baseline to Pickering, out to Kai. Kai's going to launch a 3 ball. It's good. Aaron Reiner CPA 3-pointer by Kai Blanchard, his second of the night. Boy, we need more of those.
Yeah.
5:05
we
to
just
go.
need to play with a little energy here.
Melvin on the dribble. Kick out to Jones. Jones looking backdoor cut, not there. Gets it off to Clark on the weave around the outside of the arc. Off to Hauser. They'll slow it down. Across it goes to Jones. Jones will dribble drive in the lane. Gets double team. Kick it out to Melvin. Back to Jones. Between the circles. Back to Hauser. Hauser gets it off to Jones. Jones on the dribble. Guarded by Carson. Cade now tries to double team. Gets it off to Hauser. Hauser will drive in the lane. His shot up, blocked, but still finishes it through contact.
Yep.
Gets the basket and one. That was an impressive move.
Yeah, that's the other difference. They've done a good job of finishing through the contact tonight, and we've had a couple opportunities to finish with contact and haven't been able to convert.
Cade picks up his second foul. Hauser rattles the and one in. 41, and Blue Jays will take a timeout. We'll still keep this one right here. We will have a Rise Up Reno player of the game after the game is over tonight. And just like tonight's teams, McPherson Laundry can help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and professional shirt service. McPherson Laundry and McPherson is where you take your clothes. And the scoreboard update brought to you by McPherson Dental Care, your friendly hometown dentist online at McPhersonDentalCare.com, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Do we have any?
We do. Southeast Dessalines with 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter stretch their lead over Phillipsburg to 55-35.
Well, they're going to hold service at home. Here Norton is holding service against the Vikings. Time for a Viking rally. Put your rally hats on. See if you can get something going for the Vikings. Whatever you do at home to make this a rally, get your rally hat going. Cade Blanchard will step out and put it in play to Carson. Here we go.
And we just can't take a lot of time. We need to really kind of, whenever we get an open shot, be putting the ball up, whether it's a 2 or a 3.
Carson driving, little elevate shot, too strong, rebound. Who did it go off of?
Tipped out by Braxton. Oh.
The officials are
Yeah, they got it right. Braxton tipped the rebound and it went out of bounds.
They're going to consult, though, because one official had it one way, one had it the other way, and they're going to consult which ones have it. And they consult and decide that that's what they had, and that's what you saw, too. So
yeah.
It will go to the Blue Jays. Hauser will put it in play right in front of the Viking bench. Gets it into Wilderman, gets to Jones, gets it back to Hauser. He'll bring it into the front court on the dribble. Still on the dribble against Braxton House. Baseline, it goes to Anderson. Anderson in the lane, kick out. Here's a Wilderman 3. That one way short, but somehow it bounces around and saved by the Blue Jays underneath the basket. Now a disagreement again on which way the ball goes, and again it goes Norton's way. They've had a couple of lucky breaks there. So Hauser will put it in play, trying to direct traffic, get somebody in. Still got to get somebody in. Now a 5 count. They don't get it in time. They turn it over. That helps, but we got to take advantage.
Got to be able to convert at the offensive end.
Now we got an update on that score. It's 65-38 after 3 quarters, so Southeast of Saline is going to win that game. Cade Blanchett with it to his brother Kai. His three-pointer baseline, too strong. Rebound, weak side, Anderson.
And we got to have guys crashing the offensive boards.
Hauser will bring it into the front court, directing traffic as he crosses the timeline. Going to get double teamed there. Gets it off to Anderson. Cross to Wilderman, to Melvin. His three, baseline three, no. Anderson sticks his big paw up and gets the rebound, but he throws it out of bounds evidently. I don't know if he lost it or he's trying to pass it or what happened, but it went out of bounds.
I couldn't see either. He had us blocked out. But.
Turnover Norton, Viking ball, but we've got to get points on these turnovers. Pickering with it right in front of the Viking bench. Goes baseline to Braxton House. Back to Pickering. Pickering, baseline 10-footer, blocked by Norton.
And they just out-hustled us for the ball there. We stood and watched it.
Saved by Norton to Jones, out to Melvin. They have it in the front court. Out to Hauser, way outside by the student section over there. Off it goes to Wilderman, guarded by Pickering. Hand off to Jones. Jones guarded by Peel. 3 minutes left to go. Backdoor cut to Melvin. Melvin double team, blocked by Blanchett, and Blanchett out of bounds, but stays with the Norton Blue Jays. Clark and Anderson out for the Blue Jays. Autry in for the Vikings, and Braxton out. 2:58 now. We're under 3 minutes. Vikings trail by 13. Backdoor pass to Melvin. Misses a shot. Rebound by House. And they tip it up on the steal and get the steal back. Hauser tipped up the pass as he was trying to throw it across court. And they got this turnover from the Vikings. Melvin gets it off to Hauser.
They're going to spread out the floor now and run clock.
Yep, they're going to run clock. Here's Jones with the dribble drive. Kick out to Wilderman. Wilderman will go out to Hauser. Around it goes to Melvin.
We're going to have to either get out and foul, or we're going to have to deny passing lanes.
And we only have 2 fouls on us, so it's going to take a little while to get Clark underneath. His basket is good. And Coach Snyder wants a timeout. We'll step aside. Vikings trail 43-28 with 2:17 left to go. Back after this 30-second timeout.
What makes Scooter's coffee amazing? Maybe it's our espresso drinks, like our signature hot, iced, or blended Carmelicious, made from the best coffee beans in the world. Maybe it's our signature homemade cinnamon rolls and tasty breakfast sandwiches, served fresh every day. Maybe it's the refreshment of our fruit smoothies in the summer, the coziness of a hot mocha in the winter. Spoiler alert, all of the above. Start your day or top it off at Scooter's Coffee. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scooter's Coffee in Hutchinson, McPherson, and Salina.
Mix 96.7.
Back at Norton High School, the Vikings searching for answers. They can't find an answer to getting the turnovers that they need and turning it over themselves. Can't get the offense going. We've been outscored 9-5 in this quarter. It'll be Viking ball now. See if we can get something rally, but boy, we're running seriously out of time. As Autry will bring it into the front court, picks up the pace a little bit. Melvin picks him up between the circles, near side to Carson. Carson looking out top to Kai. Kai dribble, elevate, shot, no, rebound. Hauser gets double teamed. It gets out of the double team on the dribble. And we're going to have a reach-in foul on Cade. That's not a bad foul. We're
no, absolutely not.
Going to have to start doing that to get him. They did not shoot a free throw in the third quarter. They were 4 for 5 in the first half.
Ethan in for Kai.
Hauser gets it into Melvin. Gets back to Hauser in the front court, guarded by Cade. Minute 50 now to go. Off to Melvin. Baseline to Jones. Wide open three, but he turned it down to run more clock.
Smart choice on his part.
Off it goes to Wilderman. Wilderman. Guarded by Pickman. Off to Clark. Clark across court. Oh, dangerous pass, but we just weren't there in time. And then finally do turn it over. Melvin going to Hauser. Turns it over, but the Vikings got to do something with turnovers.
Kai back in for Ethan, an offense for defense substitution here. I think the Vikings are just going to run out of time here.
Unfortunately, it looks that way. Autry on the dribble drive, gets it off to Carson. Carson gets bumped as he's driving toward the basket. It'll be out of bounds to Smoky Valley. That foul's going to be on Melvin, his third. Carson looking. Goes out top to the Meerkat. Around to Pickering. He's going to launch a long three ball. In and out. No good. Rebound Melvin for the Norton Blue Jays. He'll dribble into the front court. Pass it up and nobody there. Melvin going to Wildeman.
So we're creating some turnovers here, but just not converting at the offensive end.
28 points for the Vikings, and certainly well below our season average. They're at 43. Carson across the half-court timeline. Still on the dribble, loses the handle, but secures it. Inside to Cade. Cade blands it up a two, and good. And Cade, that is actually Cade's first points of the night. Had some tough luck shooting. We'll keep this timeout right here as the Vikings looking for the magic button. Can we push the magic button and get this going?
I wish we had the Iowa magic button that they had the other night. But, yeah, look, I mean, this is a little bit reminiscent of like the Bethany women's game the other night. It just had shots, just couldn't get them to go in the basket. And, so one of those nights, I mean, those are going to happen. Unfortunately, you don't want those to happen in a game like this where it's lose and done. So.
Yeah, no, that's not the time to do it, but it looks like it's going to be a bitter end for the Vikings, both men and women. The girls losing last night at Hoisington. They had a bad second quarter that spelled doom for them. They ended up losing by the score of 39-47. And the Viking boys are going to find some miracle finish here, which we certainly hope will happen. They're going to take it on the chin tonight at Norton. So here we go, out of the timeout. Vikings, Ethan, Justice, Carson, Cade, and Vincent on the court. Hauser will put it in for Norton. They're all running down court and then get it into Jones. Jones gets fouled by Ethan. And that'll be his first, team fourth, I believe. Got to foul 3 more times to put him at the line.
Yeah. Oh, they called that on, well, they put it up on the board on Carson, but it was definitely on Ethan.
Yeah, and it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Vikings. At this point, I don't think it'll matter, but Carson wasn't anywhere near that play. Maybe they called it away from the ball we didn't see. I don't know. They get it in. Melvin has it between the circles off to Clark. Clark around to Hauser. Hauser with it. 48, 47 counting. Off to Melvin. Off to Clark. And Ethan fouls him. And it'll be out of bounds to the Blue Jays. 42 seconds remaining.
Well, I think the 3-hour bus ride took something out of us. We just came out flat and have never been able to generate any energy.
Trying to bounce it off of Cade, and he jumps out of the way. Carson comes up with it off to Pickering. Pickering gets mauled by
He stopped
Hauser.
Right in front of Hauser, and Hauser couldn't do anything.
Nothing. It wasn't a mauling, any intentional fouling at all. He just couldn't stop. I think I'd like to have him on my football team.
Yeah.
He's a husky, very, very moves well. Carson to put it in play, looking, goes out to the Meerkat. Drive across the lane out to Pickering. Pickering picks up his dribble out to Kai. Kai with it out to Carson. Carson will launch a 3-ball. Good! Carson with an arm rider at CPA 3-pointer. 33 for the Vikings to get within 10 points, but now with only 26.6 seconds remaining, it will be not a chance for the Vikings to come up with this one, as the Vikings, the fans that are here stand up and clap for their team because they know this is going to be the end of the season, and what a great season it's been for the Vikings.
Yeah, really good season, and like we talked about with the girls last night, it's even if you lose a game during the year, there's always another game, and like tonight, like the girls did last night, the end. The finality of it is just so sudden. It kind of just hits you in the face, and especially if you're a senior. We've got 8 of our top 9 players that are seniors, so it's going to be a somber bus ride home.
Yeah, no question about that. It will be. Out of the timeout, Autry and Blanchett, Cade, Carson, Ethan, Vincent. Manning up, matching up, trying to get another steal. Hauser will put it in play, gets it into Jones. Jones gets double teamed, gets it back to Hauser. Now foul. And it'll be whistled on Carson. And that is officially in the book. That is his fourth foul, so he is, they got that one wrong, but they never did correct it. Now Hauser gets it off and knocked away, but Melvin gets to that 50-50 ball. And we're going to have a 10 count in the backcourt and turnover on the 10 count. They never did get it across half court, so it is Viking ball on the turnover. Ty Blanchett will come in, kick Ethan out. 9.6 seconds remaining now. Get it off to Kai. Ty Blanchett with it between the circles and stolen by Hauser. Hauser will get it into the front court. The Vikings won't foul now, and that'll be it. Our final score from Norton. Vikings drop it 43-33. We'll be back to wrap up this game for you after these timeouts.
I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
The Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. Stay tuned for the Rise Up Reno postgame show and the rising star of the game, Rise Up Reno Prevention Network.
Fimco is a manufacturing leader in quality products. From weather protection to rollover protection to sun protection, Fimco's engineers can produce a top quality finished product for almost any piece of equipment. Fimco's years of experience in the safety and weather protection industry will ensure you get a reliable product that satisfies your need. Fimco, located on West 1st and McPherson, has got you covered. Check out their website at fimcomfg.com. Wishing all the area teams the best of luck.
Every day is a great day for drug and alcohol prevention. If we help kids develop the skills to never start using vapes and other drugs, they will be more successful at sports, school, arts, and other activities. Youth need to know vapes are addictive, drugs can be dangerous, and quitting is really hard. For ways to talk to your kids about these subjects, check out resources at riseupreno.org. Young people who make good decisions and advocate for themselves now will be able to do even more as adults. Rise up, Reno.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Archer Gear for Sport at 109 North Main, downtown Lindsborg, is a proud supporter of the Smoky Valley Vikings and the Bethany Swedes. Be sure to stop by before the game and check out the new apparel to show your team pride. We wish all the student athletes a safe and successful season.
Lauren Doak here to tell you about the Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School. We have everything your student needs to graduate high school completely online. Learn from Kansas State certified teachers who have experience in online learning and virtual classroom management. We also offer high school test prep, college and career readiness, credit recovery, and more. Be anywhere, learn everywhere with Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Southeast of Saline. Southeast of Saline won their game tonight. Back to Norton High School. This is the HCC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless, and this is the Rise Up to Reno post-game show. The Vikings falling by the score of 43-33. Scoring totals went like this. First for the Norton Blue Jays, 2 for Anderson, 4 for Melvin, 6 for Clark, 9 for Hauser, and then in double figures, Wildeman 10, and 12 for Jones. For the Vikings, 2 points for Cade Blanchett, 4 for Gus Griffith, 4 for Braxton House, 5 for Vincent Pickering, 9 for Kai Blanchett, and 9 for Carson Peel. How about rebounding and turnovers?
Turnovers, 10 for Norton, 7 for the Vikings. Rebounds were close, 32 for Norton, 28 for the Vikings. Individually for the Vikings, Cade Blanchett led the way with 7 rebounds.
Just Vikings, like you said, I think the best right took something out of them today. We did stomp in Ellis and got out for a while, stretched our legs, got a chance to get a snack, and took our time. It just didn't feel that uncomfortable, but it just affects players different than it does adults.
Yeah, just we were just flat from the time we came out of the locker room and just didn't ever have anything happen that really sparked us and got some energy going, either offensively or defensively. We really played pretty well defensively. If you only give up 43 points, and only have 7 turnovers, you like your chances of being able to win the game. But it just they put the ball in the basket and we didn't. Those 3-pointers they came out and hit in the third quarter really were the difference in the game. We only lose by 10, and we didn't. I don't think we had a 3-pointer. Did we have a 3-pointer in the second half?
Kai Blanchett
had one,
and Carson had one.
But Vincent didn't have any, and other than the one each from Kai and Carson, we just weren't hitting from the outside, and that really was the difference in the ballgame.
And it wasn't like they were playing that great a defense. We got good looks.
No, we had shots.
They just didn't go. And, like you mentioned, you've never been at this court before, never been in this gym, although it reminds me of the Clay Center gym. It's got some cement walls and some metal ceiling. It just every court is just a little bit different, and you never can know how you're going to come out and shoot. And the Vikings, we got here an hour early. They went out on the court and shot beforehand, and then they went back to the locker room and came out at their normal 15-minute mark and got some shots off and started playing good. But they just couldn't get anything, like you said, couldn't get anything to go, couldn't get comfortable, and turned over and ended up with a loss tonight.
Yep, and it's just that's what happens some nights, and hopefully the boys will look back, and like you said, it was a good season. We ended up 11-10, and really won just about every game that we probably should have won, and weren't able to pull a couple of the upsets in there of teams that maybe we weren't supposed to beat. But overall good season, and proud of this senior group. It's been fun to follow them. I've followed them all the way through now since they were in third grade or so, starting that as little guys. And so it's been fun to watch them all the way through. And they're a pretty tight-knit group of guys. They all hang out together and do a lot of things together. And so I'm sure it's a little bit of emotion in the locker room right now.
Oh, sure. And unlike the girls' team who lost as well, they don't have any seniors. So they'll be going through the same kind of thing next year when they graduate some seniors. But this is a big group, and Kai Blanchett will be the only one that really has a lot of playing time in this underclassmen group. So he's going to have to really get a group to get together and get that cohesiveness with next year.
Yeah, it's going to be a totally different team next year. So here's Cade and Carson out of the locker room now, coming out to see their parents. And like we said, the finality of it is so sudden. It's just the game's over, and all of a sudden your career is over.
Our Rise Up to Reno player of the game, the rising star of the game, is brought to you by Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, working to strengthen families and promote healthy behaviors. Rise Up Reno player of the game, and I'm kind of for 2 players of the game, Carson Peel with 9 points and Kai Blanchett with 9 points, and it's just one of those things. We don't have a real big star,
right.
But we could even nominate all the seniors.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to step away a minute and go down and see my son for just a minute.
Go ahead. Doug's coming on his way up, so we'll get Doug. All the seniors are coming out. It is a sad time when you play your final game and get a chance to. Or not get a chance to finish up what you hoped you could get done. And joining us now, Coach Doug Snyder of the Vikings, and probably a painful locker room in there to say goodbye to this group of seniors who's been a really, really fun group to work together, and just a stellar group of players.
Yeah, they're a great bunch of guys. We love them so dearly, and I wish we could have had a better outcome for them tonight, but You said it, though. They're great young men. They're going to make great older men as they continue to get older, and they're going to have a lot of success in the future on the things that they do, and that's what we hope we can help with a little bit. But they also help us a lot because they touch our lives in a lot of ways, and it is a special group of seniors. We're going to miss them a ton.
Looking back at the game, 10-6 after one quarter. You outscored them 10-9 in the second quarter, only down by 3 at halftime. But again, the third quarter, they found some shots that went in, and we just couldn't find anything to find the bottom of the net.
Well, we shot so badly tonight. I mean, it just our shooting was off. I mean, I don't see. In my stats here, we were 13 of 47 overall. We were 3 for 14 from 3. We just didn't shoot the ball well from the outside. We struggled sometimes to get it. Excuse me. We struggled sometimes to get it inside where we thought we might be able to score. They packed the middle. If you're not shooting the ball well and they pack the middle, it's really tough to do much there. But I really thought that third quarter is the one that, and it stretched it. I thought late in the quarter too. I mean, it looked like we were kind of cutting back into it again. We had a couple of nice possessions. And then they stretched it out right before the end of the quarter, and so that was a tough spot right there for us to be in. But, they were a good team. We said they were a good team coming in. We said I thought defensively we were pretty good. I thought we forced them into some bad shots. They didn't shoot extremely well. Their best shooter, we had him 1 for 6 from 3. He didn't shoot the ball well, still finished with 12 points. But, our third key to victory was shooting the ball well and putting the ball in the hole. We just didn't do a lot of that, and it was difficult for us to find shots. What they switched up to defensively bothered us at times, and again, it just felt like we felt like we were going to be able to knock something down from the outside, and we just never got that going.
No, you never did. You played extremely well on offense, so only 7 turnovers for the game. You got to be extremely happy with that.
Pleased with that, but it felt like they all came in a bundle all at one time there when we needed to get some points, and it was just because we were pressing a little bit and trying to get something to happen, and it just didn't happen. But again, I'm pleased with how hard our kids played. I'm pleased with how they played all the way to the finish. We still knocked down some shots to be able to cut back into that lead. We just weren't able to do enough.
Well, we appreciate all you've done for me for the last several years. It's been a fun run, and it comes to an end too.
Yep, we're going to miss you. We're going to miss you. You're our other senior for the night. So, Don, we couldn't do all this stuff that we do without you and all the things that you do. You help work with Darren and I and all the other guys you've worked with over the years, and it's just been a tremendous honor to have you interview us after a game, good or bad. You always ask the poignant questions. You always ask the things that need to be asked, and we wish you all the best. We love you. Love you, man.
Thank you.
So, thanks, guys.
Doug Snyder of the Vikings, and a lot of tears all over the place tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And tough for the boys. Like I said, they're done. But thanks to you on behalf of the Smoky Valley community for all these years, Don, and the selflessness and all the miles you've put in and all the gyms you've been to. And I tell you what, the other folks don't see it, but every time the last 2 years I've gone with you and we go to a gym, there's somebody there, I think. So just appreciate all that you've done for the community of Smoky Valley over the last years, and go enjoy watching your grands.
Yeah, we will. No question about that. It's always been like you said, it's always been another game to go to, and now there won't be another basketball game that I'll be able to, I'll probably fill in sometime and broadcast somewhere sometime. But it's been a tremendous amount of fun, and it does come to an end. And it's any final thoughts on the season?
Well, it's just the boys and the girls. I really felt like got the most out of their seasons. I ended up about where I felt like, if you'd asked me at the beginning of the year where we'd have been, and it worked out about where I guessed we would be.
Sure.
Good teams, but knowing that we had some really outstanding teams in our league and on our schedule. And so, like I said, it's been fun for me, especially watching these boys come all the way up. The girls, have a bright future, things look bright for them next year because, like we talked about, they return everybody, and so they ought to be able to build on that success. And for the boys, it's going to be a whole new team.
Yeah, it'll be a whole new group to pull through, and I want to thank Mike Rose, too, for helping what he's done for us each and every game.
Yeah,
all the stats that he
makes it so much easier for us.
Making this go to the live.smokyvalley.org. I mean, it takes some effort to get all that to work, so we really appreciate all that Mike has done for us as well. And appreciate the guys at the radio station. I will be finishing up some softball and baseball games as that comes along this spring. Later in the end of March, it'll be the 1st of March tomorrow. So it started the spring sports season. So for everybody there as well. So that'll wrap it up from Norton. Again, the Vikings fall by the score of 43-33. For Kelly back at the station, for Darren, this is Don wishing everybody a very pleasant good night. We'll talk to you soon.
Enjoy always homemade favorites and weekly specials at
Thursday night